Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
We're back with another episode of Miley, Moscato, and more. It's Molly.
HD and it's Becky.
So guess what?
What?
I'm sick.
What?
I think I
You're
have
always
COVID.
shut up.
Yes, I had to take a test and it was negative, but I'm going to take another one on Wednesday because my whole department at work has it. There's like an outbreak.
Oh my God. Well, do you have symptoms?
Yeah, like I'm super congested. I had a fever last night.
Oh no.
Um, I've had like a headache all day. What kind of wine are you drinking, Becky?
I'm drinking this is our first fancy Moscato of the episodes. I think this is like $35 a bottle. This is like huge for our budget. But it was gifted to me from my restaurant. Shout out to Kelly and Justin on that one. So this is Sour Girl Moscato d'Asti by Elio Perrone. It's a 2021 vintage, which means that the grapes were picked in 2021. Do you know that that's what that means?
No.
I thought that that was like when they like barreled it or whatever, but
Yeah, that's what I
the
thought
vintage
too.
is when they picked the grapes, the
Oh, fun.
Moscato grapes. 5% because here's some more Moscato knowledge, everybody. You know how we were like, oh, Moscato is like kind of low in alcohol, and occasionally we'd have those high ones where we're like, whoa,
Always
but
a
that's
cheap
because
one, I feel like.
yeah, well, Moscato is just like naturally, most Moscatos will be low in alcohol because the reason it is so sweet is because it hasn't had a lot of, it's got a lot of residual sugar left, which means that there's a lot of sugar that was not fermented, aka turned into alcohol. So that's the sweetness is why that it is less alcohol.
I feel like Moscato is like the most fattening wine.
It just, yeah, it has the most residual sugar
Like
left over.
sugar. Yeah.
Look at her.
Oh, look at that bubbly.
Cheers, Molly. Are you drinking anything?
So I was going to get wine, but since I am sick, cooped up,
Wah.
I do have an interesting drink though that I haven't tried that I've been wanting to try. So
Okay.
I still have a fun bevy. Have you heard of
Ooh,
these poppies?
yes, those are so good.
I saw someone at work drinking one, and it's a prebiotic soda. This flavor is watermelon. Um, Prebiotic, probiotic, is that not the same thing?
They're not the same thing.
What's the
Prebiotics are foods for probiotics.
do they do the same thing for you?
No. Well, you have to have prebiotics in order for probiotics to work, to do what they do, because the probiotics eat the prebiotics.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Well,
prebiotics, I think they're a little bit harder to get than probiotics. So that's good.
cool. Yeah, for a healthy gut. I always take a
Yeah.
probiotic every day. So, um,
Yeah. Well, that'll be extra good to take that then. Yeah.
yeah, the side thing says pop cultured, and I don't really know
Oh,
why.
perfect for the pod. You're drinking a
Yeah.
drink for a pop culture pod. I
For real.
love it.
And it's so cute and so like fun. You can tell that it's like not a big distributed can because you can like the label on it is not like completely on. You know, like when you
Oh,
get craft beers, like the label's kind of like not
yeah.
part of the can. That's
Yeah.
the vibe I'm getting with this. But I got it at Target.
Target.
We
We
had two
love
for
it.
four. I don't know what other flavor I got, but we're gonna try it. It only has 20 calories and
She's a straw bitch.
the strawberry. Woo!
Is it tart?
It is kind of tart, but it's pretty good. It's like very similar to like a Celsius, I feel like in taste.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I love it. Prebiotic soda. Get it at your local Walmart or Target. But
Cheers.
cheers, I would be drinking wine. I actually live by a liquor store now, like walking distance.
Ooh.
So I was going to, but then I'm like, with how bad I feel, I'm like, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, maybe
Old
not.
Molly would do it. New
True.
Molly would not.
Corporate Molly.
Corporate Molly would not. Um, so I worked from home today and I've just been kind of cooped up, but it's all fine. Um, let's get into it today.
Let's do it.
We have surprisingly a lot of Miley news, even though she's MIA.
I know.
Um, just like little announcements that have happened in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we have a bunch of like big pop culture news that like I feel like we could spend hours talking about.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, and
So
then
much.
and then we're gonna go into a 7 things segment, which we haven't done in a while.
A long time.
I don't know. When I was creating this episode, I was like, this needs something because there's
Yeah,
nothing like,
yeah.
and I was like, you know what would have been, and I don't know. So we'll get into that after we go through some of the topics for today, and then we'll end with picks of the week. So first off, Miley's MIA. Somebody posted
MIA.
MIA missing. Like somebody put this bitch on a fucking milk carton. She's
Honestly,
gone.
someone please.
But somebody did put her in like one of those like stupid tabloids that you see when you're going grocery shopping and you're like standing in line. Except
Yeah.
I use self-checkout. So I don't even look at those anymore. But somebody took a picture of a magazine and like a small part of the cover was like why Miley's been MIA for like 6 weeks or something. So she's still relevant. Good
Of
thing.
course, always.
But people are in the magazine, they were saying it's because she was pregnant.
Still,
They've
that
been
we
saying
talked
that
about
since she
this
was
last
14.
episode.
People always
Okay.
pregnant.
And I wanted to talk about that. What do you think Miley would be like as a mother? Do you think that she would like quit music? Like what do you think she would do with her fame if she was to be a mother?
Does it sound crazy to me that I can't picture her being a mom?
You can't? I feel like
Sounds so
she
bad
will
saying
be.
that, but I feel like she's so invested in like when she does go MIA, I feel like she is very invested in her future, like within the music industry.
Yeah.
And even though you can have both, I don't know. Like
I mean, it's tough to have to do both.
it
You see
is.
that with
Ooh,
like
Cardi
so
B's
many
doing
people.
it.
I know, and that's why I'm like, is she
But
gonna be like Cardi B or will she be like, I don't know, like Kelly Clarkson took a big break and
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I feel like Miley's like super family oriented.
yeah, yeah,
So I feel like if she was gonna do it, she wouldn't just be like, not that Cardi B does this, but like passing her kids off to nannies all the time. I feel like
right.
she would be like, so I don't know, but they're always gonna think she's pregnant.
They're
I
always they have to have a reason that's like crazy because you can't just have a tabloid of Miley Cyrus that says, "Oh, Miley's been quiet." It has to be like, "Well, did she do something bad?"
But in reality, I think it's literally just I think she sees social media and things like that as part of her job. So she's probably just taking like a little mini break. Like, you know
True.
what I mean?
She do be doing that.
She did unfollow.
But speaking of social media, yeah.
Yeah. So this was like maybe a week ago.
Yeah.
This was right after we filmed our last episode. She unfollowed over 500 accounts on Instagram,
So many.
including many fan accounts. But here's the thing, like this could be her or it could be Olivia, her social media manager, or someone else from her team.
What
But
would the motive
weird.
be for that?
I don't know because it wasn't like it was followed by like a blackout or anything, that people.
Right.
But
I did see in like comments about it because it was obviously all over Miley Stan Twitter. People were saying that they think that she's just gonna go down to be following like nobody, and that day she had hit the unfollow limit because I'm sure there is one. But I
yeah,
don't know she unfollowed a lot of like celebrities that I was like, really? But the ones and then I was going through, of course, because now there's only 299, so you could actually like scroll through them all and see. There are still a lot of fan accounts, but there's also like the select celebrities that she kept. If that was intentional, I was like, huh. And the ones that she deleted. Very weird. I don't know what the motive for that was,
do you
but
think of any of the celebrities she kept?
I know Saweetie. There
Oh,
was
she loves Saweetie.
Yeah, Tommy Lee. I was surprised she
Alrighty.
unfollowed Anita. I know. The ones that she had unfollowed, I almost want to say that maybe she unfollowed like I think no, Selena Gomez is definitely a keep,
That's
but
good.
I don't
I
remember
feel
the
like
ones that I was like shocked about
it's
besides
crazy. I feel
Anita.
like her and Selena are better friends now than Demi and Selena. Like,
I think so too.
yeah. And it's just like, who would have thought when we were 14 that
True,
would be the
true,
case
because of Seven Things.
in the Miley and Mandy show.
Yeah. She's still following like Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music.
Yeah, I wonder if like
NBC, of course, because she's their slave, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, she's in that contract. Yeah, I bet she
Gucci and
does end
Peacock,
up.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. Very weird, very weird.
Yes.
Yeah, people were putting on like graphics and they were like somebody made a shirt and it said, "I survived the Miley unfollow
Yes.
spree of 2022."
Yes. They said, yeah, I survived the purge.
That was so fucking funny.
But I will say, honestly, I followed suit, and the other day I unfollowed like 300 people just because
I did
I
it.
am sick of Instagram. I can't even see the people that I want to see. So I went through and unfollowed all the shit that I didn't care about and like people that I barely know. And
It takes a
I'm
while though.
it does. It's been
Especially
like a
I
couple of day
follow so many
process.
people. Yeah. I did that a while ago too, and I was like, okay, do I know this person? Like, is this person benefiting me?
Right,
But
exactly. That's
like
what I
I
was
feel
thinking
like
too.
you when you see things like that, you're like, I'm following this like influencer. Why? Because she's
Right,
good, and then that ultimately makes me feeling like shit. Like it's
exactly.
not like she's teaching me a new recipe or like benefiting my life. So
Exactly.
I got you. That's what I
I
did.
know. I was like, why am I invested in this person's life? For
I
what?
feel like we should set up like a reminder every 6 months to do that.
I think so
But
too.
sometimes I like just go crazy and I like the other night I got obsessed with Instagram, the Instagram side of like organizing. So like those like reels or TikToks, whatever,
Oh
where
yeah.
people like organizing all their kitchen stuff in like little compartments and containers.
I just did
I
that in my room. It's so nice and it's amazing. It's even better to watch, just let alone do it.
but now I'm like I like trash bag containers and like all these containers that you could buy on Amazon, and I had them all in my cart. And I was like, Colton, should we do this? Then we can organize. He's like, what would you organize? He goes, you would take out the quinoa you have in this bag and put it in a container.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I would.
you know
I
how
would.
satisfying that would be?
Yes.
Anyway, I got so lost, and now that's all I see on my Instagram feed.
I know.
And I followed like 3 of those accounts, but then I'm like, why?
I know.
It's all the same.
I really love supporting small businesses on social media because I know it's like I've worked for them. It's like hard to get that following and keep it up. But like since I just moved, I unfollowed all the small businesses from Edwardsville because it doesn't
Um,
matter and I don't want it clogging up my feed.
No, this is
And
true though.
you know
Like I
what I
think they say
mean?
when you leave college, you unfollow all the like club accounts.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah,
we could go
yeah.
on about that forever. It was released I think it was like the day after we did our last episode that Miley will be in a Christmas movie musical with Dolly Parton, and it will be released on NBC, of course,
Of course.
titled Magic Mountain, which fucking sounds like, remember Charlie in the Magic Mountain, like that fucking unicorn or whatever? That's
Oh my
the vibe it
God.
gives me. This title, Magic Mountain or Mountain Magic, it gives me that vibe from
We
Charlie the unicorn.
Charlie the unicorn. We can only hope it's that iconic. We can only hope it has that sort of
No,
hold on society.
that's tough. But filming started on the 8th and it was at Dolly
Whoa!
filmed. Yeah. So she's not like
So
dead.
she's busy,
She's booked and
booked and
busy.
busy.
I think she's in social media as a job. I really do.
No, I'm sure she
But also
does.
she has a team. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't understand that side sometimes.
Yeah, I don't either.
Miley Nation 13 is like a fan account on Twitter. They probably are on all the social media accounts. But they just released a fan-made music video for What the Fuck Do I Know? And they've made a couple of these. They made one for Bad Karma. They've made one for Plastic Hearts. Have you seen any of these before?
I just watched the what the fuck do I know one and holy shit.
Yeah, they make it look so real, like the
It
actual
was so
video.
good. It literally was like I mean, it was like a real music video. It was amazing. The
Talent.
story, like it was so thought through. They didn't just grab clips of Miley. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, so I wanted to give a little shout out because I don't know if we've ever like officially shouted them out before.
I don't know that we
Um,
have. I'm
but
sure, you know what? I'm sure we've like subconsciously quoted their tweets or whatever.
yeah, no, I get a lot of my like news stuff from them on Twitter. I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely go check that out. It's Miley Nation on YouTube, I think. If you just search Miley Nation, I'm sure they will come up.
Yeah.
But they have a bunch of like fun little videos they've made, like all fan made, but they look so real. And
They
it's just,
look
like
so real and so like high quality content.
it makes you want to be like, "Ugh, why does she not have an actual music video for this? But at least
I
we have
know.
this. Like this is a good backup.
It's true. It's true.
2 years of Midnight Sky being released was this past Sunday, yesterday.
I literally remember where I was when that was released.
Me too. I was at the bar.
I was on my way home from the bar. Yeah.
My ass was still there.
Of course. Yeah, we're
It
not
was
surprised.
midnight. I said, I'm closing this bitch down. Yeah.
So Midnight Sky was the road we were taking.
No,
that song meant a lot to me at that time.
dude, for real, it was life changing. I went through this huge, I had this huge awakening in my mind.
No,
And
so did I.
it was crazy. I remember
was
watching the
crazy.
video and I was like, I loved it, of course, but I was also like, this is like so different.
No, it was. That was, well, yes, this was her lead single off of her Plastic Hearts era, wasn't
It
it?
was just, yeah, but it was so different.
It was so different, unlike anything, and it was exciting.
When the music video came out, I remember Colton, my now boyfriend, was with me and we watched it with Evan and my roommates, and we were all just like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That what a time to be alive. I just can't believe it's been 2 years and
I know.
what she does next.
I know. Well, she directed that whole music video, didn't she? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like all her, which is even cooler.
What was your favorite look from the music video? Because she had so many different outfits.
Honestly, just probably the iconic chevron coat or whatever.
Yeah.
Suit. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this counts, but I like when she was in that gumball machine or whatever. Or she wasn't in the machine, she had gumballs all covering her lips and badge and everything. That was my favorite look that she did.
That was almost an homage to Dead Pets because she was all in candy there, maybe.
Yeah. Or no, that was not my favorite look. The black onesie. That looked kind of like a swimsuit, but it went around her neck and crossed.
Oh yeah.
The onesie thing. Yeah.
Yes.
That was my fave. Yeah. Okay, there is something I need to talk about.
Okay.
So this kind of all ties in together a little bit. So do you think that there is a split right now between in the Cyrus family? Right now, I think it is Noah, Trace, Billy Ray, maybe Brayson, but I don't think he really picks sides.
Yeah.
But those three for sure. Trace, Noah, Billy Ray is on this side, and then Brandy, Tish, and Miley on this side. I think they clicked up.
I've been thinking that for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, those if there was to be sides, those are the two.
Okay, so last week, I think it was last week, Tish Cyrus posted a photo of her in Thompson Station, Tennessee, right, which is where Billy Ray lives. It's right outside of Franklin,
right
outside of Nashville. But then I saw she was hanging out with Brandy, so I think Brandy lives close by as well over there. Thought it was weird that she tagged, because have you ever been to Thompson Station?
No.
It is a very small town, small. I don't know what to compare it to because I don't want to be wrong, but it's very, very small. Why would you go there? I could see if she went to Franklin or Nashville, those are a little bit bigger, but Thompson Station is a very small town, so I thought it was weird that she tagged that location on her photo. But I was also like, okay, whatever, Brandy lives there. Then a few days ago on the 12th, Miley's mama, Ruthie, who's Billy Ray's mom, passed away.
Yeah.
And I saw today Noah Cyrus posted a photo of her Noah, Billy Ray, Trace, and Brayson all at the funeral together.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It literally just happened. And there was no, I wasn't expecting Tish, but there was no Brandy or Miley there.
And Miley didn't make any sort of post about it.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, neither did Brandy.
So it's just very, very weird to me.
And that's a weird thing to not participate in, even if you're having a family feud.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just, I know it's none of our business, but it makes me wonder.
I know.
Well, I know she was way more close with Mammy, Tish.
Yeah.
But
What the
Speak
grandpa that she was really close with that she wrote those songs about, was that Tish or
Billy Ray's dad. Yeah,
okay, weird.
sure. So yeah, very weird to me. But I wanted to shed light on that because I'm like
Yeah,
waiting for something to happen. I don't know. Um, and then I know that Brandy, Miley, and Tish just went on that vacation together
right.
without Noah. Um,
Miley is still following all of her siblings and parents though.
good.
That's part of it that she kept. Um,
I'm
which
glad you
weren't
checked
we?
in on that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Of course I did. But I haven't checked in to see if Tish and Noah have followed each other back, but I think that we had news that they did. I don't know, but that is so
Sure.
weird. That is just so weird. Yeah, I guess it really is none of our business, but I am curious.
Anyway, her passing was the thing I wanted to say for
Yeah,
lastly on
yeah,
Miley's, at least with Miley news, because I was like, oh, that's so sad.
yeah. No,
Billy
I
Ray
saw I
was
saw Noah's post and I was like,
heartbroken.
oh man,
Noah made such a
I know.
like Noah was very close with her.
Yeah,
Just very weird. There was definitely like a divide, and this was I think the divide was happening before the passing
it was. It
of
sure
this,
was.
but it's just like even more clear now.
Yeah,
It's just like you would think they've had issues like this before, like Billy Ray and Tish, where they've like almost gotten a divorce. And I feel like it's never really been like this separate of a family thing, but whatever.
yeah.
Maybe we'll see what happens on that. Any other Miley news you want to talk about or anything regarding Miss Cyrus?
I don't think so. The only thing that I wanted to make sure we touched on was that fan-made music video. Well, because I mean, it was so good, and I think it did start with like she's missing and like she's on the run and all that.
True.
So
Which is
yeah,
very on
definitely go
brand.
watch it. Very
Yeah.
on brand and with the times.
Let's dive into pop culture news.
There's been so much.
I think you should kick us off with this first headline.
Pete Davidson and Kim K. Dunzo.
Crazy.
I literally found out while I was at work, like in the middle of dinner rush. For some reason, I like Rachel texted me, I saw it on my watch, and I gasped. I gasped right in front of everyone. And I was like, you guys, Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian broke up, and no one cared.
Nobody
No,
moved.
nobody in my work moved or cared. And I was like, these you people, like this is huge. Huge. I'm so happy.
I I'm looking at like some of the new news that is happening around this. So basically the overall reasoning was because of like distance.
And like
But
they were too busy or something.
also you guys are like some of the richest people in the world.
I know.
Who is stopping you from getting on a plane like once a month? Like,
Well, probably because everyone's getting canceled for doing so.
oh my god, you know those bitches are still doing that.
I
But
know. They're never gonna
still,
stop.
I'm like, you got if you guys can't do long distance, nobody can because you guys have all the resources and all the money to do that.
Yeah,
Oh, my friend Sadie and her boyfriend did long distance for a year.
I know.
They're in their early 20s. They don't, you know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
talk to her once a month. That's all you need.
But Kim does have kids, and I'm sure that
Yeah.
added to it with the travel and stuff. She couldn't just leave them, even though.
I think that he proposed to her and it freaked her out because I don't think she was ready for that. Because he always be proposing to people. He was the Ariana Grande, like how many months in? Um, I'm sure there was other girls that he's proposed to that it freaked him out. Like he seems like a very head first kind of guy.
Yeah. Well, but then I also
Like, he
saw that
follows.
like she was trying to change him and that maybe he actually like didn't really like that cuz I mean his style with her was obviously different than I mean for the better. You can't
You
but
think?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that they're just gonna say that because since we were all basically like rooting for them to fail, they were like, oh well, it's just because of distance. It wasn't because of our age gap or because of our lifestyle differences, like you all think,
I
you
don't know.
know?
It also a source also said with Pete, Kim does not want the same things as him right now.
Right,
She has
exactly.
children, and although she would be open to having more, that's not her priority. That bitch has how many kids? she does not want more kids.
No, and she's well and she's 40. She's 41 or 2 now, isn't she?
Yeah. I mean, that's not stopping Kourtney Kardashian, but
It's
we've even
true.
seen on the show
But look
that,
how
like,
much
Kourtney has had to
hardship
do
she's
so much
having.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and it's you always take risks, and it's just like, I don't know, did you see what Kanye West posted about it?
Of course.
Pete
Pete
Davidson is
Davidson
dead.
dead at age what? 27, 28, 29,
28
I
or
don't know.
whatever. Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Dude,
Yeah, well, I heard that Kim was really mad about that, and she
I'm
immediately
sure
was, like, begging Kanye to take it down, and I'm pretty sure he eventually
the
did.
damage is done.
I know.
Just
The
because
whole
you
world saw it.
just because you take it down off Instagram doesn't change anything. Like, it already
I
happened.
know.
Like, and people are like people literally took that right away and started making their own memes. So
Well,
I'm
duh, like, as soon as someone famous posts something, there's a little rat out there screenshotting
a
everything.
little rat.
You
Yeah.
ever think, like, who are those people that, like, just have all these compilations of, like, things that have been removed from the internet? Like, they screenshotted that knowing they were gonna need it one day. You know
Oh,
what I
for
mean?
sure. Well, because this is what he does. He deletes everything. That was
Yeah.
like the only post he had up there for a
Yeah.
while. Um, yeah, so rest in peace.
R.I.P.
People are already like trying to figure out who Pete is dating next.
Well, I heard that literally, like, sports betting websites are now, like, having bets on who Kim will date next.
Kim
Kim and Pete.
and Pete, yeah. I mean, I just
That is such a loose cannon. How could you even make a bet on that? Because, well, I'm sure
nobody
that Kim and
thought
Pete, that was on no one's bingo card.
no one's. But I do think Pete, maybe you could say the same thing about Kim. I don't know. I feel like Pete's a serial dater.
Oh, he
Like, I
is.
feel like he just needs to be by himself. Like, he needs to learn how to
Yeah.
be by himself and be happy.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well,
he
it
gets a lot of
sounds
his happiness from a significant other, for
he
sure.
might, yeah. Which is nuts because I mean he is a busy guy. With SNL, you are busy, busy, busy.
He's not on SNL anymore. But he has, like, movie deals and shit, like, that's what he's doing right now. He's filming that movie.
Oh yeah, I saw a movie poster with him on it, and I was like, huh?
Yeah. So, I don't know if you've been it's kinda hard to follow all the Britney Spears news, like, it's like every day there's something different with Britney going on with her
It's true. It's true.
It's so hard to keep this it could be its own podcast, honestly. Um,
Yeah.
one thing I did wanna talk about because I had a strong opinion about it, K-Fed, which is Britney's ex-husband, baby daddy of her 2 boys who are both 15 and 16, I believe, somewhere in that age range.
Uh-huh.
So he has had, like, full custody of the boys the whole time because of her,
Right.
of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Um, he recently did a, like, tell all exclusive interview with Daily Mail, which is, like, the trashiest new pop culture news source,
Yeah.
not very reliable all the time, but, they paid him probably all this money, and he was like, "Yeah, um" what I think he was thinking was, "Oh, like, my child support's gonna run out soon, I better pack the bag because what the fuck is K-Fed doing?" But he posted videos on his Instagram that are now deleted, that their kids took of Britney when I think the kids were probably, like, 11 and 12 years old, and there were videos of Britney yelling at them, like, just being like, "You need to respect me, like, I'm your mom." I watched all these videos and, if I find them, I'll try to plug them, but it's basically, like, normal, like, mom yelling at children behavior, like
Because sometimes they have to.
because they have to, and also, like, yeah, if you're not respecting me and I'm your mom, like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking tell you what's up. So, basically just, like, normal shit, like and I think I even saw, like, the YouTube video and people were in the comments and they were like, "This is not, like, weird at all." But K-Fed was trying to make it seem like, "Oh, she's, like, unstable, unfit mother," like they have always
Come
done,
on.
and try to make it seem like this is why the kids don't wanna see her, all this stuff, but I'm like but then K-Fed also talks about, like, "Oh, the kids are so embarrassed at school because everyone teases them about, Brittany posting near nudes on Instagram," which I could see that.
Yeah.
Also, it's like, are you making it better by posting these videos that you know what I mean? Like, of her
That would
yelling?
make that situation worse at school.
Why wouldn't you wanna keep that, like, private?
Yeah.
Oh, and also he did note that, like, he released the video footage with, like, his son's permissions, but, like, his sons are, like, 15, 16 years old, like, of
Yeah, what do they
course,
know?
they're gonna be immature like that, but are you gonna stoop to their level in immaturity?
Yeah.
Like, I just very, very odd, um, and I think Brittany even talked about it on one of her Instagram posts, she's like, "Yeah, they don't wanna see me anymore, but it should be kept private," like,
Right.
I don't know, I mean, I think
Poor girl. She can't ever catch a break.
she can't, and there's been a lot of talks lately of, like, is she really actually free? Like I said, this could be a whole fucking podcast series over everything she's went through and even everything that's still happening right now,
Right.
um, but the K-Fed situation, I'm just like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Because he was getting a paycheck from the conservatorship.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was getting paid from Jamie.
Oh, I didn't know
That was
that.
released,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, so now he doesn't have that anymore. Oh my god.
So, I don't know, I'm just like, you doing, like, an exclusive tell-all interview, like, that's just, like, very sleazy to me, and I'm like, "Why wouldn't you wanna keep it private between your family?" And you can
Yeah.
sit there and say, like, "The boys were okay with this." Well, yeah, like, they're fucking 15, 16 years old, like, they don't really I feel like they don't know what they're getting themselves into with allowing cameras in their house like that, but,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be watching that pretty closely because I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Um, Demi Lovato
Mhm.
started her tour. She did go to the Illinois State Fair. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
thinking about going,
I
and,
forgot. That was last week, wasn't it?
it was Saturday, like, a few
Ah!
um, first of all, can we talk about why the fuck is this bitch playing state fairs?
Literally, why?
An Illinois State Fair.
Right.
And when we say Illinois, guys, I know you're thinking Chicago. This is
No.
Springfield,
This is like
which is where
yeehaw.
cornfields are. Yeah. I went there last year to see Toby Keith. Why was Toby Keith playing? Because he's an old
Because
man now and he doesn't book vet like, you know what I mean? Like, he
yes,
that's who
it
should be
made
playing.
sense.
It
And we're
makes
like, "Oh,
sense.
yeah.
Winston Dunn
Of course
played.
he is." Yeah.
Yeah, of course they're gonna play the Illinois State Fair.
Right, right.
When I saw Demi Lovato was doing it, I was in shock. Yeah, I was about to go buy tickets, but
But yeah, but also, is she alright?
well, I just wonder, like, why such a small venue? Like, I'm just very surprised by that.
And you know what? I don't feel like I saw anything about it.
I did. Some people made memes on Twitter of, like, her standing like, her it was like a cutout of her on stage, but it wasn't from, like, recently, it was from, like, years ago, on, like, this very small stage that's in the middle of a cornfield.
That's what it was.
That's literally what it is, guys, I've been there. It's fun, but very, very weird, scenario
I
that
don't
she's in.
I don't know anybody that went to it. My friend, she, lived in Springfield for the summer. She was at the fair for a couple of days, but not that one.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about doing it, but I've just been so busy lately that I was like, "I'm not doing that."
I completely forgot about it. I would've, but I worked on Saturday.
But no, she sang, like, old songs like "Don't Forget" and
I'm sure it was
"La La
good.
Land." I mean, I like her new era more so than some of her last pop ones.
Yeah, I just saw another release of her, like, 1729. That sounds really good. That's about Wilmer.
Yeah, I'm ready for that tea. I'm
I
gonna
saw,
talk
like,
about
a
that.
TikTok of, like, a fan-made, like, saga about that, like, excerpt from the song that we got. Wait, she hasn't released her new album, has she?
No,
Okay,
she's about to though.
yeah. Well, from whatever was leaked about this song, they had made, like, a little thing about her and Wilmer, and I was like, "Oh my god, he actually, like, was even before Demi and maybe probably after, he dates, like, young women."
Yeah, no, I remember when he was dating Lindsay Lohan. I don't know
Yes.
how big of an age gap there was, but I feel like there was a little bit of some.
Yeah. Handy Manny.
Um, Handy Manny, our Handy King. I loved that show, low
I
key.
did too. No, I
Every
did too.
morning when I would wake up for no reason at like 4:30 AM and I would turn on the TV and Handy Manny was going on, I was like, yes.
Yeah. Although I did have my allegiance to Bob the Builder. He was my first love.
This is true. You can never
Handy
replace.
Manny just had to he filled the void for what it was, but he wasn't a replacement.
Do you remember? I remember like this was 10 years whenever like the Handy Manny was still going on, something happened within like the network that like Handy Manny was playing and then there was like a flash of porn on the screen. And like
No,
you saw it and it caused a lot of problems. I swear.
I'm sure it did.
I don't know why I'm just now like
Don't
remembering.
you love it when like these memories get unlocked and you're like, holy shit, I remember this. What the hell?
I swear. This was a thing. Yep. This was 2015. New Jersey kids see porn instead of cartoons on Disney Channel.
Shut up.
Children here got more than they bargained for when they tuned into Handy Mandy on the Disney Channel.
Come on.
He was stunned Tuesday morning to find his 5-year-old son watching something other than a cartoon.
For how long?
Let's see. It was two people doing their thing and it was full on and disgusting. That's what someone said. Let's
You're
see.
kidding. Well, shit, that means this show lasted a long time because 2015, we were seniors in high school. We were freshmen in college.
There was like some kind of issue, like someone like hacked through the probably Comcast or something. This crazy. Yeah, so that was the thing. I'm glad I didn't just like make that up because I was really like, did I dream this happened or what?
Oh my God.
Did you see that Demi Lovato adopted her she pronouns again?
I did not. When did she do that?
This happened like a week ago. I saw it. Demi
Interesting.
Lovato pronouns. Is it though, or is it kind of annoying? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, this
yeah.
happened on August 2nd. Blah blah blah. Her reasoning for switching back is because I'm such a fluid person when it comes to my gender. What
Well,
that was your reasoning for using they them? I'm so confused. Yeah, so her reasoning actually for this is last year my energy was balanced in both masculine and feminine. She goes, but right now I'm feeling very feminine. So if you're ever feeling like you have masculine energy, like I just don't that's
I
not
know.
how I
Can
see
you?
this
Is
as.
that's not the point of that?
Recently, I've been feeling more feminine, and so I've adopted she, her again.
Okay.
It's like, to me, it's just kind of like, I just don't get it, I guess, because it's not like this has been like decades long.
Right. Yeah, we're still trying to get used to it.
Now you're just confusing people. But do you, girl? Like if that's what you got to do.
Right.
But wanted to bring
Yeah.
it up because
Yeah.
it was kind of weird. And
No, that is confusing and hard to follow. I'm assuming that she wouldn't would that mean that she like couldn't get upset if you used the wrong one?
to
Or
me,
would
I
she?
don't think she would. She would, but I try to be respectful.
Yeah, of
But
course.
also that's just very confusing to people.
Right.
Like, I think of people that are already confused about it and that are, like, having like, maybe older generations that are
Oh,
having a
it
hard time
is very
accepting it.
hard for them to grasp.
If
And
they see this shit, they're gonna be like,
right. Right.
"I'm confused on what the point of this was."
Right.
Anyway, we'll see how that goes.
Good for her.
She's kind of a problematic queen. I'll give her
No,
that.
she is, and I think she knows it.
But I do like her new era. So I'm excited. I
I'm
think
excited to see what it's gonna be, yeah.
yeah, I am too. I wasn't a big fan of the first single. We've talked about this, but I wasn't a fan
Yeah.
of the single. Loved the second one, so we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Um, fun fact: Selena Gomez filmed an episode of her cooking show
She
in the
did.
same house that Hannah Montana was filmed at, like the
What
mountain
the
house.
heck?
Yeah, it's like remodeled and stuff now, but
Is
I
the
saw
kitchen
that.
the same?
Probably not. No, because like when they filmed Hannah Montana, they had like a set But then
Duh.
that house was, like, the outside. It wasn't like that wasn't the same thing.
I'm a dumbass.
Hey, you made me feel really smart, because I was like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
yeah.
Becky did it." Okay, this is something you'll probably have thoughts about. Doja Cat shaved her eyebrows and hair off. She quoted, "I don't like having hair," in her Instagram. It was a very deep Instagram live, and she said, "I've never liked having hair. I can't think of one time in my life that I ever enjoyed having hair."
She's nuts.
That bitch went buzz, buzz,
Buzz,
took all that shit
buzz.
off.
She's nuts. She's
Does the carpet
probably
match the drapes? Is
she
she
doesn't
sick of
like
having
having
hair?
hair on her head, I'm assuming. She
No,
doesn't like hair anywhere.
but you know what the biggest plot twist would be, is if she just had a full-on bush down there.
You know what?
Biggest
I wouldn't even put it past her. If someone told me that Doja Cat has a bush, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sure she does."
she probably just has, like, a landing strip.
Probably something.
What do you think of this, though? Like,
I'm not
what do you
even
want?
like, I mean, I've seen her picture. Oh, like her face is just so beautiful that
It
she can do
is.
whatever she wants.
She has
And
a
she wears a
jawline.
bunch of wigs anyway, so I'm wondering if she still will for like touring and um
Yeah,
music
I bet
videos
she
and
does.
stuff. I'm sure she will. If
Yeah,
she's comfortable. I mean, not I wasn't shocked by it at all. I was like, I heard, oh, Doja Cat's bald. All right. You know, like that's just some more news about Doja Cat. It's not like when Britney did it or when Miley cut her hair off, you know. They wish. She wishes, I'm sure.
that is so true, though. Nowadays, people are not fazed by that.
No.
What does
We're like
Rachel think about
we're just like, oh, I don't know. I haven't talked to her about it actually.
I'm interested. Um, yeah, I mean, I get her point, though. She was saying when she was in the gym, she would have, like, a weave or her wig on, like a wig cap, and she said it would just be awful, like,
I'm
sweating.
sure.
I can't imagine,
No,
like,
I can't
fuck
either.
no.
I mean, yeah, I hate having like sweaty hair at the gym.
Let
And
alone
to
you
have
have,
like
like
more on top. Mm-mm.
fuck that, yeah. Um, Last headline, Jeanette McCurdy released a new book about kinda like her life, her experience going through the industry on Nickelodeon. It's
A
titled
memoir.
Memoir. That how do you say that?
I've heard memoir. I've heard memoir.
A memoir. But you have to say it like, fancy. It's titled "I'm Glad My Mom Died."
Yep. Which is controversy, I'm sure.
Controversial, but she explains, like, "If you knew what my mom did, you would be happy too." Like if you were in my position,
Yeah.
which I can't relate, but I'm sure that people that are in those abusive situations with a parent, maybe they can relate. Um, she exposes her mother. It's believed to also be about Dan Schneider, who she titles the creator, which is
Yes.
like the creator.
But
The only
everybody
one I can
knows
think of
exactly
is the only man that produced all the Nickelodeon shows that she was a part
all
of.
of the faves, like honestly, all the good ones. And it's really sad to hear about all this stuff that's coming out about him.
Yeah. It was about Nickelodeon. She also kinda goes off on, like, Ariana Grande a little bit.
Yes, I was
Did
gonna
you
say
see
that if you
that?
didn't. Mhm.
Yeah, which I think it's just old feelings that she's just writing about. Like, I don't know,
I
I don't
think so.
feel mad at her, but
And I don't even think it was because of the person that Ariana Grande was. I think it was more like of a
yeah.
jealousy thing.
Yeah, she says she was jealous that, like, she was able to go do her music stuff, and she had to, sit there and, like they had to write around Ariana Grande, but they would never write around Jeanette McCurdy,
Right.
'cause
She
they're
wanted to
gonna
go off and
do
do
a
stuff,
show,
but they were like, "No, we're not writing you out of this episode."
which is kinda fucked up. I would
It
definitely
is. No,
feel
it totally is.
Jeanette McCurdy talks about how her mom influenced her to have an ED, um, just very weird shit that her mom used to give her, like, vaginal examines until she was, like, 17,
Oh my, I didn't know that.
yeah.
I plan on reading this book.
Okay, it's sold out everywhere.
I know. I am so happy for her. Like it sold out like the day that it was released.
But also, since when do bitches read?
It's reading summer. Where have you been?
It's reading girl summer. It's
Yes.
eligible girl summer. Okay, but, I cannot remember the last time I saw a book sold out. I'm just gonna try.
No, I know. I agree.
But I'm like a physical book person. I don't want to
Me
fucking
too.
Kindle shit. I'm not
Me
about
too. Me too.
and like even audiobooks, I'm like, I would just listen to a podcast. Like I want
Yeah.
to physically read words on a page.
Yeah. Well, because half the reason that I read is because I'm like, I am tired of my eyes looking at a screen. So I want a book. I couldn't
Ah,
imagine now staring at a screen to read a book. I don't want that. I want a break
not
from a screen, and
good.
that's why I pick up a book.
You know what book I'm gonna read next?
What?
You know Emrata?
Uh-huh.
Her book. What's it fucking called? It's kind
You
of
you like the nonfiction, like
Emrata. I just like reading about famous people's lives, I guess.
yeah, you do.
I just feel
I
like
prefer
it's
fiction.
interesting. I mean, I do. It's called My Body. That's her book. She released it a while ago, but I just haven't gotten around to reading it. But I don't know. I just feel like it's interesting learning about people that are in a totally different life than I am.
Yeah. I was cleaning out my room and I found my Justin Bieber book.
Did you read
Never
it?
Say Never. I think that's probably what it was called. No, it couldn't have been called that. I don't know. No,
Is
yeah,
that a memoir?
I think so.
He wrote a
I
book?
my bookmark was like 30 pages in. That's how I usually do with books. Like I don't ever finish a book.
No, for real. I told you that when I was reading that Cassie David book. It took me like fucking 6 months
Yeah.
to finally finish it, and it's only
Yeah.
'cause I'm on that train. It's just yeah, it's a lot of work, but I would
What
love to
was
get
his
into
book
that.
called?
Maybe when it's not sold out, you and I can both read it, and we can like talk about it
Yeah,
when we record every other week.
for
Um,
sure.
all right, should we get into the 7 things segment?
Let's do it.
All
The
right.
7 things. Yeah.
What? The 7 things that give me the ick. Okay, 7 things that give me the ick. I only say the ick because of Becky, first of all, because I feel like everything gives Becky the ick.
Everything, literally everything.
The first one, I do not enjoy or like or even fancy when people use the word baby and it's not a Justin Bieber song. Like,
Really?
come here, baby. Let's roll up and fucking throw myself off a bridge. Hey, baby. But like in a serious way. It's like, okay, sometimes I say BB, like I think that's funny. Like BB, like, that's like
Yes.
Charlie, Becky, you're gonna laugh. So I have a dog. He's Boston Terrier and he's a big Boston Terrier. And so we call him BB, Big Boston.
Shut up. You're dumb.
Anyway, but like when you say like, hey baby, like in a serious way, that's like the number one thing that gives me the ick.
No, when I was in a relationship, I was totally like a baby. Like I used it all the time. No, yeah. But now
We all have mistakes.
because of it's true. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. But now I've picked this up from all the people that we worked with in the restaurant, that they all call each other babe and honey and love. And now when I'm drunk, I'm like constantly like, or like if you do something wrong, I'm like, baby, come on.
Well,
And again, it's for a joke. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like babe's not bad.
I actually hate babe. My ick would be babe instead of baby. I'd rather baby.
Okay, what's the next thing on
The
it?
next one is man flops. Under no circumstance should a man ever wear flip flops. Not even like,
Not even to the beach?
no,
I love
not even to the
flip-flops.
beach. Don't you ever wear a man flop.
I love
A Birkenstock
man-
is the most that I'll allow.
I love man
Even
flops.
like Chacos.
No, I love when a man wears a flip flop.
Ew, put the dogs away.
I'm sorry, I love it.
Come on. Mm-mm. I don't
love
care.
it. I love it.
Especially, it's like extra points. I'm gonna vomit. It's extra points if they've paired man flops with jeans.
Oh my god, I love that.
Come
So
on!
hipster. You know that's hipster.
No, it's
That's a
disgusting.
look.
It's
And that's how you-
disgusting.
That's how you know they're like secure with their masculinity too.
No. They are no. Icky.
Is when men yell, honestly anyone, but I've just seen it way more with men. When men yell like seriously and furiously at video games to where it like ruins the mood.
Like actually pissed.
Like actually mad. Like
Yeah.
and I've seen this firsthand and it like stresses me out. Like when someone yells at a video game, it stresses me out.
Yeah. I know it's like it's game. Yeah.
But it's also like what's going on? Like why are you acting that dramatic?
Honestly, why are you acting like that?
Anyway, that's all I have to say about that one.
Okay, my next one is like when they cross their legs while they sit. Let me demonstrate for our visual watchers. Like when they sit like this. Because a man is supposed to sit like this. And they sit like this.
That is
Just
so
imagine.
close-minded, Becky. That's how a man's supposed to sit.
What?
If you said a man's supposed to sit like this, and then you did the like cross leg.
Yeah, but it's different. It was different. A man is like they have to have their like for our audio only listeners. When they sit to like cross their leg, I mean, yeah, it is comfortable to put one of your legs up, but like when their ankle is sitting on their knee and then it's like out, that. But if they are sitting like cross-legged, like a queen, like a woman.
Yeah, true.
Don't.
I get it. I feel like I really never see guys do that. But
I've seen a couple, and I was like, and that's why it made the list because I've seen it, and I'm like, ugh,
did you ever go on a date with any of them?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And that was probably the last one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is probably like my number one, I should say. This one. So, not drinking enough water to me is actually like the biggest ick I can think of. Sorry.
Yeah, that's actually yeah, I agree with that.
Like, I've realized that I'm only attracted to men that drink a lot of water. To me, if you're sitting here drinking Mountain Dews every day, I'm just imagining like
grody-ness.
I'm imagining that your semen is probably fucking green.
Ew. Yeah.
It probably
That's
is the equivalent to battery acid.
Yeah.
Disgusting. If you don't drink water, and this honestly goes for male or female.
Or
female.
female.
You need to fucking be hydrated. Like, I'm sorry. It's time to get, especially if you're like over 20, like if you're an adult, like you need to get yourself together. Get a fucking jug if you need to. I carried around an actual like milk gallon for like a good year.
I remember that.
And you know what? I have no regrets. And when people talk to me at work and they're like, that's a big ass gallon of water. Well, guess what? I drink
bitch.
Yay, bitch. And guess what? You are out here drinking the fucking company coffee and that's not good for you, okay? So, yeah.
Water
All the way.
People that just, I'm like, oh man.
I get it having a
There's parts of you that are just like gross. Yeah, every once in a while, of course.
Yeah, you need, but like it should definitely be like a 90% water, 10%.
I agree.
Other stuff.
I agree. Or perhaps like 80% water, 10% Moscato,
True.
10% everything else.
True.
Perhaps. Just
anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, my next one is picky eaters. Imagine you're out on a date and the guy's like, "Oh, can I have a burger but no tomato and no lettuce?" Grow up. Just eat it.
Seriously, no, this is so true. I've definitely expanded like Colton's like plate because I've like made stuff from we get stuff from like Green Chef and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
And, like they're like, you know, vegetarian dishes and sometimes they're kind of weird. Like
different, right?
Different. And he's very open now to them because I've told him like you need to grow up.
Grow up. This is a PSA. If you can't eat a fucking tomato, grow up. It's a
Seriously,
tomato.
you need to have some color in your diet. McDonald's does not count.
No, and
The
neither does
lettuce on that
ketchup.
McChicken is not doing you anything.
No,
It's wilting
honey.
away before it even
Or
gets
yeah, I have
done.
seen on like Hinge profiles that they're like, I have never in my life eaten a salad. Okay, good for
What?
you. I'm so
You-
glad that you're still 4.
Do you think that that's supposed to make our pussies
Is that
wet?
supposed right? Ew, eat a salad, please. I'm begging you.
So true though. That's a good one. Yeah, that probably would have been one of mine too.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, you have the last one.
Yeah. So this is like
God.
this is like the thing that if you're trying to give yourself an ick, this is what you're gonna imagine, because obviously like nice teeth is like bad teeth, that's an ick. Bad teeth is an ick. But imagine the man you love getting in there with floss. Flossing and like all the faces and the act of flossing. Do it in private. I don't want to see it. I want you to do it, but I don't want to see it.
True. I guess I've never really seen like a man that I'm like into floss.
I don't want to see it.
Have you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was like
I guess
dating a dentist, but
yeah, true. I mean, good thing they're flossing though.
I know, and that like exactly. I would love you to have a clean mouth. I want you to floss, but imagining them doing the act,
True.
no, ick.
That's a good one to finish off on.
Yeah.
That was our 7 things that give me the ick.
It's actually everything, but if we had to pick
for
some,
real. Yeah.
men
love
is
it.
actually if there was a one on thing on the list, men.
Men in general. Yeah. Actually just being alive.
Being alive, yeah, that too.
Okay.
Bothering me.
We're gonna finish this episode up by doing picks of the week.
Of course.
Okay. I have been wanting to talk about this for a minute, but my pick of the week is this Lizzie McGuire palette from ColourPop.
Oh my gosh.
And it is titled What Dreams Are Made Of. And it has like the little cartoon Lizzie McGuire.
Love that.
Kind of like dirty because I use it a lot. I actually still have the
So
protective
cute.
on the mirror because I just don't want to mess it up. But it has all these fun colors. And you would think like, so they're called like bye bye, please.
Love.
One of the purple ones is called Outfit Remember. And then one of the pink ones is called So Mature. But it's like the color, like I vibe with the palette so much.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised, like these colors actually aren't that bad. Like I've always
Yeah,
I
they're
used to be
cute.
very scared of like colors, like using purples and pinks and shit.
Yeah.
But I've been embracing it lately and it's been
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
And
you brought that to Lollapalooza, and when you were there that Friday, and then when you left on Sunday, I was so sad you left because I really wanted that pink for my Sunday look.
yeah, no, that would have been so good. I use the pink one actually probably the most
Yeah.
because there's like a light pink and a dark pink. So like I'll use like the darker one for my crease, and then
Yeah.
I'll mix it. Um, so I use the pink one a lot actually, which is weird because I
No, I'm
pink
surprised to hear that.
eyeshadow and blue eyes don't go together, but I kind of dig it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never use the green one. I'm gonna be
Really?
honest.
That
Never.
could
But I
that could
feel
be a
like
fun look.
green and brunettes go very well together in my
True. True. That's
um,
true.
which I have darker hair now, but it's not like totally dark, I don't know.
Messed
Um,
around with it.
sorry, I meant green and dark eyes, like dark eye colors. But yeah, maybe if
Oh
it's
yeah.
green or something one day. I like to match it to my outfit.
Of
And
course.
I faintly put some on today. I put like a mix of the light purple and the light pink, but like I faintly put it on. 'Cause I
Cute.
didn't want it to be too like I wasn't about that. But that's my pick of the week. You can get it from
Love
ColourPop.
it.
I think it was
From
on sale.
ColourPop?
So I got it for like $12. It was on sale.
Online?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, ColourPop is like the most affordable makeup brand that there is for the quality.
It
I've
is.
heard that the ColourPop factory is the same factory that Kylie Cosmetics comes out of, so like they are very close dupes to each other.
Oh yeah. I'll try to find this online and link it in the show notes.
Awesome.
What's your pick?
My pick is a song that my coworkers taught me about because, like I said, they all know that I have a podcast. And so they also all know that I am a Miley fanatic. And he's like, have you ever heard the song Miley by the Swimmers? It's so good. He goes, Miley, you're a punk rock queen. And that's what I've been singing all day long. So shout out to Nick. That's a good one. I sent it to you, but I think that you were out with Evan, so you probably didn't listen to it.
Okay, we're gonna try to listen to it. Did you hear this?
It's different. It's a little bop. I heard it at first, but I don't hear it right now. Miley by the Swimmers.
My crib. Alright, see.
When they were telling me about this, they were telling me about like the music that they're into and like the genres and stuff. And they told me that they're into like experimental music, and I was like, have you heard Miley Cyrus and her Dead Pets? Of course they haven't. So I told them that they must give it a go. And next time I'm out with them, I'm going to play it on Touch Tunes.
Yeah, you should.
To force it down their throats.
Well, this is a great song to end the episode on.
Yes, let's play it as we exit. And I'll chug my wine.
Yes. I already finished mine. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Woo woo. Peace out.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too.